Hey guys, Varmanati here, and in this video I'm going to talk about the second beta that we received on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus. So in this video I'm going to cover all the things which I missed in the last video as well. So if you haven't seen the last video, the link will appear just about now. So there are not many changes that happened in the beta 2 as for now, but I'll also tell you all the interesting bugs that were fixed in the new beta. So let's begin. So the number one problem that was there in the last beta was when you are on the home screen, the Android pen gestures which are available by swiping from the bottom and holding it, you were not able to get the recent applications which were open. So now if you do it, it opens very quickly, and this is something which was very buggy in the first beta, so they have fixed it. Now these are basically all the changes that happened in the beta 2. Now the size of the beta 2 is 772 MBs. It's pretty sizable, I would say, and these are all the bug fixes that have happened. So this is a really good sign that Samsung is improving very quickly. Another thing that we have over here, that this was one change, that previously when you used to swipe from the bottom in the gallery, you used to get these details, but they used to fill the entire screen. Now what happens, it just fills the bottom half section. So it is really good. You still see the image and the details about the image, so it is really nice, but it does come in the way of the actual gestures when you are going to perform it. So that is one problem. Another important thing that you see over here now is you can see this opening and closing. It is really nice. This animation is really frequent now. You see it every time, which was not there in the beta 1. If you observe, when I was opening and closing the apps, this animation was not there every time, but now as you can see, during the opening and closing, we have this really nice animation which is really sleek and really fast. And I think that this is a really good thing as far as the Samsung operating system is concerned. Again, now when we swipe from the bottom over here, as you can see, the phone just feels really snappy. I haven't felt any lag in the device whatsoever, which is a really good sign. And I hope that it continues in the final build, because from the last few years I would say that Samsung's operating system have improved a lot, and this is what we are seeing with every new iteration, and I'm extremely happy by what I'm seeing over here. Another change that we have is the way the animations appear when we are trying to slide anything in the operating system. Now for example, I would say that if I try to reduce or increase the volume, this is how we get it now. And when we swipe it down, you can see this menu has also been revamped. So this, take a look over here. This is a really cool animation that Samsung has adapted throughout the operating system. So wherever there is a slider, this is how it changes. So if you take a look, as soon as you click on it, the size of the slider increases and it looks really cool. Now this thing is present everywhere. So let's say you are going in the Samsung Music, which is the default app. Even here, when you are going to do this, look at that. This is really cool animation. I personally liked it. It has given this phone a different touch. And also now the notifications that appear are extremely minimalistic, because they do not take a lot of chunk over here. So as for example, when you are reducing the volume, this used to take a sizable amount on the top, which is not there. So this is the case with all the notifications that come in, so that they do not take up a lot of space. It is really minimalistic and it looks good. One feature that we also have over here in this video is when we go in the developer option, this time around in the bottom over here we have an option for forcing a dark mode. Now actually what has happened is majority of the apps do turn dark when you are turning on the dark mode on the device, but if you do this, the apps that do not support also turn dark. For example, Facebook. But the problem in Facebook is it exactly does not look good. It turns really bad. So I would not suggest that. So for example, if you're turning it on and you're opening out Facebook over here, so look at that, it is still buggy. It does not actually happen every time you turn it on, but even when you do, it does not look proper, because these sections where the sponsored ad are shown, even they look in white color. So this is not really good. So this has not happened, so it is still buggy. but I would suggest you not to use that option a lot, because it does not help in any way. It will just create a buggy application. So but yeah, it is present. If you want to have it, it is there. And apart from this, there are not many changes which are present. So these were all the changes and the improvement that happened over the previous beta. The phone is snappier as always, and something which I'm liking it. This phone is really powerful because of the processor and the amount of RAM it has in it. 12 gigabytes of RAM is a lot, and operating system now One UI 2.0 is getting lighter and lighter, which is definitely helping the device. Also, the one change which I failed to talk about in last time is when you are choosing a wallpaper, depending on the background of the wallpaper, the icons will change their colors. For example, if you have a black background over there, black wallpaper, these fonts will turn white. So just to show you over here right now, I'll go in my wallpapers and I'll put this as my wallpaper for the home screen. So when you take a look at the preview over here, you will not see that the icons have inverted the color, but when you set it and go back to the home screen, as you can see, the icons now invert their color. So this is really good, and something which I think it was overdue for a very long time in the Android, and they have finally brought it in. So yeah guys, these are all the changes that have happened in the One UI 2.0 beta 2 for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus. The stable version I think is really close to this, so there aren't going to be many changes apart from this in the final version. But yeah, this is the second video in this series guys. And also, if you haven't seen my unboxing of Samsung Galaxy Tab S5e, please go and check it out. I'm also going to give it away if we reach a certain amount of views, so definitely try to get benefited by it. And yeah guys, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.